the witches and the whores, demons trying to trap you with semen, their eyes gleaming. You better spit it out like Willie Beeman. This is spiritual war. Yeah, I'm ducking all the witches and the whores, demons trying to trap you with semen, their eyes gleaming. You better spit it out like Willie Beeman. Came back with vengeance. Yeah, you can hear the sound from my engine. Back to the business. I've been trying to eat healthy and I'm working on my fitness. Eased up with the tension, fulfilling my vision. Peace, blessings, coming back with another video. It's been a minute since I did one, but today I got an interesting topic. I want to go back in time to when we was younger. I'm not sure about too many of y'all out there that know the story, but when I was younger, we had a lot of different riddles and different nursery rhymes and different stories that were told to us when we were younger. One that I thought about recently was the 3 pigs and the big bad wolf. The 3 pigs and the big bad wolf. So, the version, because there's different versions out there. So the version I know about, I'm going to tell y'all about, and then I'm going to give my spiritual meaning and overall life meaning of what came into my mind recently when I thought about it. So we're going to dive right into it. Got my notes. So without further interruption, let's get into it. So, of course, there were 3 little pigs. The mother was growing old and tired, so she decided to send the 3 pigs, her children, out into the world. So they went out into the world, and they decided to, build their own homes. So the first pig found somebody selling a stack of straws. So he bought the stack of straws from that man, and he built his house. The second pig found somebody selling a stack of sticks. So they found somebody selling sticks, and they built their house out of that. But the thing about the first 2 pigs was that they wanted the easiest way out, or the easiest route to make the houses, so it didn't take them long. They didn't have to put in too much effort of, building a house. So the third pig decided to be different from them and decided to get something that was stronger than sticks and straw. So they found somebody selling bricks. But the thing about it was that the bricks took much longer to make, to use to make a house, more than it was with the sticks and the straw. So the other 2 pigs, the first 2, were laughing at the third one because it took him longer to make it. But when he finished, he decided to also build a chimney too. So later that night, after they all finished building their house, a big bad wolf came through the woods and he was hungry. So he went to the first pig house and he was trying to get in, and he was telling the pig, let me in. And, the pig was basically not going to let him in. So the wolf was saying he's going to blow the house down, and he huffed and puffed and blew it down. So that was the first house that was gone, which would be the house of straws. So that pig ran to the second pig house. The wolf went to that pig house, same thing. Yo, let me in, I'm hungry. If you don't let me in, I'm blowing the house down. Pig said no. The wolf blew that house down. So now we got the first house down and the second house down, which was now the house of sticks is the second house. So they both ran to the third pig house. And the third pig was looking at both of them like, basically, like I told y'all, because you can't rush building something that's supposed to be durable and long lasting like a house. So the wolf went to that third pig house, tried to do what he did to the first 2, which was blow it down, threatened to come in. He was hungry. They said they're not letting him in. But every time he huffed and puffed and tried to blow the brick house down, it didn't work. And he got frustrated and tried to come through the chimney. And when the pigs heard that, they all got a big pot, put it under some fire, put some water in it so it could be hot. So by the time the wolf got down the chimney, he shot right back up to the top of it because he felt the heat coming under his behind. So he fled, ran away. The pigs lived happily ever after. And that's the version that I grew up on. There's different versions, but that's the version I grew up on. So now I'm going to break down the meanings to me, spiritual meanings and the life meaning of what those meant to me when I thought about it recently. So the symbolism, the mother, which represents our parents, whether it's your mother, your father, whoever. When we get to a certain age of adulthood or our young teenage years, when we start going out into the world more, whether it be for school, camps, other reasons, now getting into dating, whatever it is. Learning the world, period, the rules, regulations, how to maneuver. That would be us dealing with our parents sending us into the world. So the first two houses, the straw and the sticks, that would represent being vulnerable in the world, being oblivious to the world, not working on ourselves mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And it could represent your body, which we all heard the body is the temple, which is your house. So when you first being sent out into the world, you don't know the world as you do today as an older person. You're oblivious. You don't know really the ins and out of a lot of things. You know stuff, but you still got a lot to learn. And when you don't work on yourself, or when you don't know any better, and you just going out, you just going through the motions, or you just doing stuff because it's popular, everybody else doing it, or you just hanging around certain people for the wrong reasons, or dealing with people for the wrong reasons, your house has potential to be quickly destroyed, which is, like I said, your temple is like your house, your body. And that can be easily destroyed, easily manipulated, because you haven't taken the time to really build yourself up the right way. You haven't taken the time to really know who you are or learn who you are. And some people still don't know who they are or took the time to learn who they are, work on themselves now, and they're older, in their late 20s and 30s, or even older than that. So that represents that to me. And the brick house, like I said, once again, that's another house, represents your body, your temple, your sacred zone. The brick house would be taking your time to work on yourself, to build yourself, and as long as you need, not rushing, not just working half on yourself and not working the other half. No, taking your time to really work on yourself brick by brick each day, even if you got to spend time alone for a while. It's doing that to build yourself up to the point where nothing can destroy you, nothing can knock you down. Like when you did have your body and temple and built in a way of like a straw and a stick house in the story. It wasn't strong, it wasn't sturdy, you didn't take your time. So it just easily could be knocked down. And that could be from inner demons, that could be from outside demons, that could be from negative people, negative situations. It could be from a whole lot of things that could just come in and manipulate you or destroy you and knock your house down. So when you learn to build it with a brick mentality, nothing can destroy you like it once did before. And like I said, that could be in regards to people, things, situations. It could be your own inner demons, whether that's substance abuse, and many other things that can build that negativity and bring that upon you and destroy you as a person, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So the big bad wolf will represent the enemy, the cruel world, your own demons, or demons of the world. And I explained that a couple minutes or a couple seconds ago. The big bad wolf could be you to yourself. The big bad wolf could be somebody you're dating and they're no good to you. It could be people that you hang out with that don't mean you no good, and they just always putting you in a compromising situation where you're always ending up with the short end of the stick, or you're always ending up in some bull crap, or you always ending up with the crazy outcome of the story, and they always good. It can be substance abuse. It could be your addiction to sex. It could be addictions to anything else that's not good for your mental, your physical, emotional, and spiritual health. So the big bad wolf will represent that. And the chimney of the brick house just came to me just now. That would represent your mind, because the chimney is at the top of the house. So that would be, like I said, your temple. Your body is the temple. So that would be in a representative of your mind, the chimney on top of the house. So like the big bad wolf was coming through the chimney trying to still get in because he couldn't knock the house down, which would be your body, your temple. When you build that brick house and nobody can knock it down, nobody can enter in, nothing, whether people, things, circumstances, your own trials and tribulations, nothing can build it down. So like they said, the mind, whatever you do with the mind, the body will follow. So people will still try to attack your mind because they know they can't get into your body because you're a whole different person. You're a whole different type of entity now. So when they try to enter your mind, that's when, just like the pig did by putting the water on fire and sending that wolf back up to the top of the chimney to run away because he felt that heat up under his behind. That's the same thing you do to people when they try to come at you with mind games, when they try to enter your brain to play brain games, to try to manipulate you, to try to destroy you, to try to see where they can find a weak spot when they see they can't knock you down from anything else. They try to come in your mind, and that will be you sending that fire right up back at them and send their behinds running. And when they go running like the wolf, they know that person is not to be messed with. I can't manipulate them. I can't destroy them. I can't put them down like I once did when they just was made out of a straw and a stick house. They worked on themselves. They rebuilt themselves. They took the time day by day to build it brick by brick each day. Just like Will Smith said, build it brick by brick each day. So it's nothing I could do to even mess with that person. And if I even try to play mind games with that person, they're going to destroy me so fast where I'm going to wish I never even tried that on them. So that was just my take on everything when I thought about, that story of the 3 pigs and the big bad wolf. And I thought it was just an interesting take of everything I was getting as far as the downloads of the information to break that down into my own meaning. Because the story, of course, got its own meaning, but when I was looking at life and self and development and growth and expansion and evolving, that made me think of those things about the straw and the stick houses, and when you're not working on yourself, when you don't know no better, and you're vulnerable in the world, and you don't know the ins and outs, and you don't know the rights and the wrongs, and you just out here just hanging and doing stuff and being around people you got no business being around, doing stuff you got no business doing, just doing it, going with the flow, and you break yourself down dealing with those negative people, negative situations, building up your own inner demons from doing those things, and you easily break down your body, your temple, your house. But when you learn to break that stuff down, rebuild your house into a brick, take your time, step by step, day by day, build it up strong, do all those things. Nothing or anyone can break you but yourself. And even when they try to come into your chimney, which will be your mind, to your house, your body, your temple, you send their behinds running and put that fire up under their behind, just like the third pig did to that wolf when he tried to come in his house. So, like I said, I ain't gonna make this too long. Hopefully it didn't come out too long because I had to do a lot of connecting and explaining, and I had to take it from my notes. But I thought it was very interesting, and I'm gonna do more videos like this where I look back at stuff when we were children and other things we used to do or read and give my own meaning. As long as I get the downloads and it comes into my zone, my cipher. So peace, blessings, stay masked up, stay blessed, stay inspired, stay motivated, stay ambitious. And it's 2021. I know things started off a little crazy, but stay optimistic, stay focused, stay goal oriented, and keep going. Because like I said, whether we crawl, walk, run, we got to get to our destination someday. So peace, blessings. To the next topic. Holla at me.
Break it down. Break it down, roll it, light it, spark it, ignite it, but don't fight it. Break it down, roll it, light it, spark it, ignite it, but don't fight it. Now I lay low on weekends, diving off the deep end. I don't have no friends, I can't lie or pretend. Late nights I'm wishing, feel